Good morning and a happy Friday to you all. Welcome to Thrive, Not Just Survive. I'm your host, Nasira Jamal, and I am so grateful that you have all joined me on this journey. And today is Friday, which means that typically Dr. Cheryl Bryantbruce is with me, but due to technical problems on her end, she was unable to get internet connection. And so today, for this few minutes, you have me, and I'm going to walk you through some things that we've been working on, which is our huge announcement. And I am going to let you know on that in just a few minutes. But I do want to talk about the fall. We are in the last stretch of 2020. Now, when it all began, of course, we had beautiful visions of what 2020 would bring in terms of our life, our businesses, our relationships. And we kind of got blindsided by COVID-19. And for a lot of us, we took time to reflect and uh, do things a little differently. And initially, the shock was, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But over the last 6 months, I think we have all evolved to some degree in terms of what we're doing, how we're behaving, how we are showing up. I think for a lot of people, they were able to take the time and take a journey perhaps that was in their wish list or a bucket list of, well, what am I going to do and who am I going to be and who am I going to serve? A lot of the conversations that I've had is around purpose and mission and legacy, and people are looking at, why are they here? What are we doing? Like, what are we supposed to be doing? And what is this message that COVID has brought for us? So we've talked a lot over the last 6 months. I created Thrive, Not Just Survive in the midst of COVID-19 because I wanted to bring to my social feed a positive spin, something that we can talk about that wasn't doom and gloom. Because I believe that, from my studies and from what I believe, is that we are all energy and we attract the vibration that we are at. And if we were to continue with that idea of worry and doom and gloom and the sky is falling, that perhaps we would attract more of that. And my mission was, when all of this happened, March 15th, was to bring you conversations that perhaps were going to open a different avenue for you, for us to collaborate. And it has been a beautiful journey. What has happened from that first episode was me just talking about this whole idea of positive energy, talking about my book called Life Reset, which quite a few of you got. And if you are still interested in getting a copy, you can go to amazon.com.ca, order your copy, message me directly. If you live in Canada, I can send you one directly. You want to get your hands on this book if you are looking at creating something different for yourself. You see, I wrote the book because I went through a lot of struggles, and it took me 25 years before I really figured things out, or within the 25 years, I figured out a lot of things, and how I got from really a life of chaos and defeat to a life of triumph. And how I showed up was different because of the journey that I was able to take, for the learnings that I actually was able to learn. And then I wanted to put that in a book. So it's not necessarily an autobiography, which I want you to just sort of learn my story. I didn't think that that was where my audience would benefit. What I really thought the book would do was help you in your journey with strategies and things you can do, you can implement right away, things that I personally did that truly changed my life. And so if you want a copy of Life Reset, let me know. I will definitely get you a copy. Or if you are outside of Canada, you can order it, like I said, on amazon.com, or you can go to my website, nasirajamal.com, and get a copy there. However, today's episode was not really to promote the book, or it was just a resource that I wanted you to have if that is something that you feel may help you in your journey. Now, Cheryl and I today, we're going to actually make this really big announcement of what we have been working on in the background. We've talked a lot about Black Lives Matter, social equality. We wanted to talk about it from a perspective of, where do we stand on these things internally, and how can we be part of the solution? And it's one thing to be talking about everything that's falling apart. It's one thing to be saying the media is presenting a certain viewpoint, or this is what we're hearing. You don't know all of it. Perhaps some of that is skewed. Media has a tendency of skewing it in one favor or the other. But what I really was passionate about was bringing ourselves to a point of first reflecting on where we stand on some of these really big things, big issues, and how we present ourselves. But the other side of it was, how can we be part of the solution? Because if we're not part of the solution, then we potentially or are part of the problem. And for me, this was really important, as Cheryl and I talked over the last few weeks about the whole idea of Black Lives Matter and what's going on, the social inequalities. Where are we in 2020? Why are we still having these struggles when we are one human race? And why can't we look at this from a different perspective, a higher perspective? We are all, we are the epitome of creation of intelligence. And why are we not doing that in so many different aspects? And yet we're in 2020. So when she presented this idea to me, that she had a group of women that were working on something over the last year, a little bit longer than that, and then it had stopped because of different things that had come up. It was about creating a place of empowerment. And she invited me to be part of that journey, to be part of this very core group of 5 women that wanted to bring change into the world, wanted to be a part of the solution. And I was so grateful that she opened that opportunity up for me to join in the journey. And for me, as you all know, I'm very committed to empowering women. I have entrepreneurs on this show every single day that I want to promote and help bring their genius to a wider audience, so that we can all help each other, so that we can all grow together, and that we can create a world that we can leave for our children that is powerful and empowering, rather than this world that we are in right now that is collapsing in front of our eyes. And so, as part of that solution, I don't want this to be all doom and gloom. I want you to all be excited and energized by knowing that we are putting together what's called the Empowerment Project. Transcend your limits. We want to bring you speakers that are going to create a space for you to learn, grow, contribute, and empower yourselves and others in your tribe, in your community, in your families. And this is such an exciting time, because as we end 2020, as we bring this year to an end, we are in the last part of it. How do we show up in 2021? What are we going to do? What are we going to create that will be part of that change, part of that solution? And I wish Cheryl was here, because then we could share with you a little bit more detail. However, it's coming. It is in the process of being created as we speak. There are a lot of different geniuses coming to the table that are going to really blow your socks off, because of what they are going to bring to the table, what they want to show you and share with you and empower you with. And so I want you to keep an eye out. We are going to be making announcements, save the dates kind of thing, so that you can, it is coming in October, but I want you to just look out for the information, join in on the journey, share it with your group. Remember, we rise by lifting others. We grow together. United we will stand, but divided we will fall. And this is really something I want you all to look at as a positive shift of how you can be part of the solution. And so I invite you to follow this journey. We want you to be a part of it. Invite your friends, invite your circles, your networks, your family. This is going to be amazing. And so anyways, that's going to be happening mid-October. We will be releasing dates. We will be releasing how it's going to be presented and how you can join in and be a part of it. So that is our Friday announcement. I am going to keep this short for you guys to kind of go on with your day. I hope that you have amazing things planned for the long weekend. The Labor Day long weekend tends to be a time when we say goodbye to summer. We embrace school for our children that are going back to school, for programs, for different things that are going on. And though with COVID, things are looking different, some children are returning back to school. Some children are doing it online. Some are being homeschooled. The different things that are happening, look at it as opportunities, as adventures of growth and of really reaching your highest potential. So with that being said, I want to wish you a wonderful long weekend. Be safe with your families. Enjoy this time. And remember, as I always say, remember to be kind to yourself and others. I will see you next week with another empowering week of different entrepreneurs. And I hope that you are safe and well wherever you are. So with that being said, I send you much love and I will see you next week. Take care.